Welcome back to Dripping Springs, Texas, here at Dreamland. I'm Dominic Catalano. Joining me on court, or off court, is Morgan Evans. We're about to call this women's doubles matchup. Leigh Waters and Lindsey Newman taking on Leigh Jansen and Vivienne David. Welcome, Morgan.
Thanks, mate. Happy to be here. It is, of course, the Discovery Warriors, Vivienne David, Leigh Jansen, taking on the Pickleball Ranchers.
I expect to see a lot of that this match.
Yeah, she has a legendary counterpunch. Happy to give herself plenty of room off the line so she can lock and load that big two-handed backhand.
And just like you said, Morgan, you know, they're going to kind of, Leigh Waters and Lindsey Newman are going to take that step and a half back off of that kitchen line to give themselves room. Why are they doing that?
Yeah, it's an educated decision for them to give themselves the extra time they need to react to the often deceptive attacks from their opponents. They're happy to deal with the extra width they might have to run. Their mobility obviously is fantastic.
It's not a ball Leigh Waters is going to miss very often right there.
No, generally very solid.
Lindsey Newman showing why she's one of the best defenders in the game right there, Morgan.
Yeah, certainly, but in the end, Leigh Jansen, the powerful overhead through the middle, proves to be too difficult.
Discovery Warriors team with David, Jansen, McGuffin, and Navratil coming off a 4-0 sweep earlier.
Yeah, that's a huge win for them. The Pickle Ranchers, they are coming off a 3-1 victory.
Yeah, so both of these teams looking to sit in the driver's seat going into day 2 tomorrow with 2 wins under their belt.
Yeah, they're undefeated. Beautiful drive there from Leigh Jansen. She's one of the top 2 or 3 singles players in the world at the moment.
You talk about that ball she just hit. Earlier in the day, those balls were going long. Ball was a lot harder. It's warmed up a little bit. Ball's become a little softer, more playable.
Yeah, it's upwards of 45 degrees now. Leigh Waters just struggling a little bit with that outside dink.
It looks like they're going to switch up here. That's a nice wind up there from Leigh Waters. She read that beautifully, sitting on that two-hander.
Yeah, Lindsey's very comfortable on this left side as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do mix it up a lot. And Leigh Waters just late to the party there. I think she only managed to get about 4 or 5 feet off the kitchen line.
It's such a good drive from Leigh Jansen right there.
She is already on fire with that. She's nailed 3 or 4 fantastic forehands.
They're just targeting Leigh right now, and she just doesn't have an answer for it.
Not yet, but it seems like Leigh Jansen's getting a lot of balls, and right now, that's not a good formula. She is on fire.
No, if I'm Lindsey and Leigh, I need to keep the ball away from her right now.
And Vivienne David decides to have a crack at the drive as well. Seems to be equally proficient.
Yeah, and they get the timeout on the end change here, and we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll return to this women's doubles matchup here at Major League Pickleball.
It's time for a different way to pay for healthcare. Crowd Health was made with you in mind. We saw insurance companies wasting your time and money with high premiums, crazy deductibles, and wasteful overhead. So, we're cutting the cord on the old ways and treating your money like it's actually yours. We reimagined healthcare that's simplified, with amazing pricing and fast communication, all at your fingertips. We solve restrictive networks keeping you from care you need. So with us, you can see any doctor you want. Whether you're paying too much or don't have any coverage at all, in under 5 minutes, get your healthcare freedom back without breaking the bank. You deserve quality healthcare that is simplified and affordable and gives you peace of mind. Join Crowd Health today.
Welcome back here, and Leigh Jansen and Vivienne David out to an 8-2 lead here, Morgan. You didn't see this one coming before we started.
No, but what we have seen all day is the side that has the sun, this area of the sun that's now just creeping into the kitchen line. They have had a bit of a disadvantage, so we're going to see how much that plays a role.
Just a great spot there right at the right hip of Leigh Waters.
Yeah, and it's not like she didn't see it coming, just couldn't quite get enough paddle on it.
That's a big side out. I mean, they need to get something going here, and they can't just do this 1 point at a time. It's got to be a couple at a time and then a couple holds.
Yeah, if only that was legal.
Just when she needs it. She needed a little love off the net right there.
Yeah, there's a dash of redemption there for Mama Waters. And a good lead. Waters had a really good look at that. There was no need to try and paint the lines.
No, and Lindsey did such a good job of keeping them in that point with her defense. Leigh more upset with herself that she didn't help her partner out a little more. Leigh was confirming that the ball was in. She thought she saw it out, but both referees confirmed it was in.
And we've got 4-10-2. And another point. So they've started a bit of a run here.
So what do you think as far as Waters and Newman need to do here to change things up to get Lindsey involved a little more here, Morgan?
They may have to start stacking to get her on the left. I think at least make that player who's getting picked on, so to speak, mobile, so it's not so easy for their opponents to target them.
Good job right there, Lindsey, going at Leigh Jansen. But again, Lindsey got involved there, but that was almost on Leigh right there for letting her get involved.
Yeah, for sure.
That ball dropped like a lead balloon back there at the baseline. Both Newman and Waters thought that was going out.
Like a sack of hammers.
11-5-2.
11-5-2 here. Game to 15. Oh, that's the Vivienne David we like right there. She's aggressive like that.
Yeah, for my money, probably the most improved player on the women's side over the last year and a half, 2 years or so. Her and Leigh Whitwell, they seem to have just picked up their game so brilliantly.
Yeah, and we've seen that, and we talked about that earlier when I had Rob in studio with me, and we talked about the progression of Vivienne David's game and how she's just evolved. And, you know, she went from maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago to being what you'd say, quote-unquote, a pusher, where she would just keep everything in play. And now all of a sudden she's turned to a great defensive player, but now she turns that defense into offense quickly.
Yeah. Her ability to get low, stay low, and take so many balls out of the air from that lower body height and actually do meaningful things with them. It's improved so well. We're coming back in here at 12-5-2. And Waters again struggling with that backhand dink.
It's very unconventional. It's very uncommon to see her making mistakes like that. She's so solid.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's better.
Very nice.
Such a good athletic position that time. You saw her drop nice and low to get on top of that ball.
Yeah, and she made the right decision to keep most of her balls towards the center of the court as opposed to testing the wing of Leigh Jansen, whereby that angle is now exposed.
Oh, wow. Unfortunate for Jansen and David, but very fortunate for Waters and Newman.
Yeah, very much so. Good defense, though. They deserve to stay in that point.
So it almost seems when Newman goes to hit hard, Lindsey, for that matter, she gets on top of her backhand so well. Sometimes on the forehand, she doesn't always get over the top of it, and that being an example right there.
Yeah, maybe you should suggest a two-handed forehand. Give her the old Monica Seles. And a beautiful shot there. Rolling it delicately. All right, just 2 points away now for giving their side, the Discovery Warriors, a 1-0 lead in this match against the Pickle Ranchers.
And they are within one now, close to ending this one and giving them being the Discovery Warriors, a 1-0 lead in this matchup.
Second serve. 14-6-2.
That is all she wrote.
Yeah, that's tough right there, Morgan, to see that, from Leigh. We know Leigh's such a good player. And it's just you go into those, she played very well on the court. You called, I think, that match earlier.
Yeah.
She did such a good job and get into a little funk right there, very hard to get out of. But we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, men's doubles here at the Major League Pickleball at Dripping Springs, Texas at Dreamland.
The pickleball community is growing rapidly and evolving. Duper brings accuracy, transparency, and adaptability to the sport. Fair and competitive play is a better experience for everyone. This is our pickleball community. And now Duper will make every point count.
It's time for a different way to pay for healthcare. Crowd Health was made with you in mind. We saw insurance companies wasting your time and money with high premiums, crazy deductibles, and wasteful overhead. So we're cutting the cord on the old ways and treating your money like it's actually yours. We reimagined healthcare that's simplified, with amazing pricing and fast communication, all at your fingertips. We saw restrictive networks keeping you from care you need. So with us, you can see any doctor you want. Whether you're paying too much or don't have any coverage at all, in under 5 minutes, get your healthcare freedom back without breaking the bank. You deserve quality healthcare that is simplified and affordable and gives you peace of mind. Join Crowd Health today.
Major League Pickleball here in Dripping Springs, Texas at Dreamland. We got the Discovery Warriors taking on the Pickle Ranchers. Game one going to the Discovery Warriors by a score of 15-6. Vivienne David and Leigh Jansen taking down Leigh Waters and Lindsey Newman. Next up, men's doubles. Zane Navratil and Tyson McGuffin taking on Andrei, Daescu, and Riley Newman. Morgan, thoughts? You were just, while we were off camera, I had a thought where it's kind of odd seeing Tyson McGuffin and Riley Newman standing next to each other in warm-ups.
Yeah, no, very strange. And it is going to be interesting. I haven't seen them play against each other for quite some time. I'm curious to see how aggressive Tyson is willing to be against the big man. Obviously, Daescu and Newman, they are team tall for the the weekend. Daescu, 6'4", Riley Newman, 6'3". Both of them the wingspan of a wandering albatross.
How big is a wingspan of an albatross?
Well, which albatross?
There's different albatrosses.
There are many different albatrosses.
Is it albitri or albatrosses?
The largest flighted bird is the wandering albatross.
Okay.
And I believe it's over 2 meters.
That's a very large wingspan.
Yeah.
Which means these boys have a very large wingspan.
It's true.
It looks like we're ready to go here as Zane Navratil looks to serve. And like we were talking about again off camera, I watched Tyson and Zane play earlier, and Tyson was in a very aggressive state of mind. And usually you'll see him be a little more patient, but he continues with that aggressive play.
Yeah, you can't really fight your nature.
that's too good of a ball. And Riley with a little growl of his own, trying to get Tyson going here, Morgan?
Maybe. Who knows? A little bit of gamesmanship, maybe. But that's just Riley's way.
Right.
He doesn't usually mean any real harm by it. He's a gamer.
I'm all for it. We need more of it. Tyson almost seemed to be out in front of that a little too far.
Yeah. Well, it's at least a good sign that he read the attack.
1-1-1.
So we're all tied early on, 1-1.
Second serve.
So it really is the speed of McGuffin and Navratil
1-1-2.
versus the height, length of Newman and Daescu.
That's just great technical work from Tyson McGuffin right there.
Yeah, no, he was back off the line in time to give himself some room. Took a full swing at that one. He does have one of the lengthier counter punches in the game. That can cost him at times.
Morgan, explain why Tyson wants to get most of those balls, those dinks, out of the air as opposed to letting them bounce.
Well, he's looking to steal time. He's looking to catch Riley in motion back to generally the middle. Beautiful counter again from Zane Navratil. Both Navratil and McGuffin, again, pretty long swings in terms of drive volleys. But with Zane's serve, let's see if Newman likes it.
That's a good spot by McGuffin right there. Instead of letting the big man extend those arms, he jams him up and goes body.
Yeah, and you see Newman, he moved back 3 or 4 feet there, anticipating an attack.
Almost looks like that's the second time where McGuffin and Navratil are really close to each other on the ball, on the third ball, where almost last second are deciding who's going to hit that.
Yeah, it's a new partnership. This is what we're seeing this weekend. A lot of very new partnerships.
Second serve. 1-3-2.
There's that gamesmanship you're talking about, Morgan, with what Newman did.
Yeah, he loves it. Whatever it takes to just be a little cheeky on the court.
3-1-1.
Best points of the match so far here. Oh, what a move by Riley Newman. He held that as long as he could.
Yeah, exploded to his left. Zane Navratil didn't hit a bad shot. It was relatively close to the net, but tough to get past Mr. Newman. And McGuffin at full stretch there, just sprayed it wide.
Yeah, that just missed a line. Daescu looking at it as it going by, almost looking to blow that out and go, please go.
Second serve.
A little awkward. Did it lose it? We do have a patch of sun.
Yeah.
That ball is coming almost out of it, so it's almost a little awkward for the players at that point.
Side out.
All right, we've got a side out.
Three, one, one.
3-1. I feel like we've been out here an hour.
Yeah, I think the women's was over by now.
Both of us are kind of looking at each other. I don't know about that one right there.
Might not have been the wisest choice, but
3, 1, 2.
Ball was just a little low to attack at that point.
he was bored.
I mean, Zane was full go there off of his serve. No matter what, he was ripping that third.
1, 2.
Big swing and a miss.
Yeah, he just flat out missed it. I don't know where he lost it at some point, or if he felt like McGuffin was there, and he kind of chicken winged it, or short armed it, or alligator armed it, whatever you want to call it.
We don't see it very often.
No.
It technically looked great, just missed the contact. Other than that. Oh.
Second serve.
Ball sitting on the net.
1-4-2.
And we have 1-4-2 is the score.
What a hands battle right there. Both of these players going head up right there. Newman and Navratil.
2-4-2.
2-4-2. I like Daescu and Newman reversed right here because I think Newman's backhand is stronger than Daescu's, and so him on the right gives them two weapons in the middle right now. It's not that I don't like Daescu's backhand, but I think Newman can attack a little more.
Beautiful lean in. I mean, I think what they're looking for here is to be able to get Tyson and Riley in dink exchanges. They feel like that's going to be a winning battle for Newman and Daescu. There's so many of these rallies that do end up being backhand to backhand cross-court exchanges.
And Newman just can't get enough on top of that one right there.
He set it
Quick
up
speed up.
brilliantly. I mean, he did a great job to initiate. He got what he wanted. But
Yes. 5-2-2.
5-2-2. McGuffin serving to Daescu.
Oh, beautiful around the post there from Tyson McGuffin as he pumps his chest to the crowd.
That's true. He, the man can actually sleep with a pumped out chest. It's pretty impressive.
Side out.
Yeah, that's a signature McGuffin maneuver. He pushes himself back so quickly to extend and try to get some extra leverage out in front, but controlling the ball at full stretch is not easy. And team tall strike again.
3-6-1.
3-6-1. Here's game to 15. We'll change ends at 8. Good communication between Daescu and Newman. Oh, that ball skipped off the line. We could see it from here.
Yeah. And in hindsight, perhaps that's a lot of what was happening with Leigh Waters. A lot of those balls contacting.
Great dig from Navratil.
It wasn't there.
Yeah, that's a tough shot right there, trying to make something out of very little.
6-3-1.
Oh, and Navratil trying to go between the legs there, but unfortunately, sails a little wide.
6-3-2.
Yeah, I think Daescu on the left, unfortunately, the pros of having Riley on the right aren't outweighed by him having to deal with so many backhand dinks when you've got someone like McGuffin who's an accomplished out-of-the-air dink volleyer who's stealing enough time away from Daescu. Daescu's got a big, long, knifing kind of swing, and that's not an easy thing to coordinate.
What a good job by Navratil as he didn't come in too soon. He waited for himself to drop, hit a good drop, and then finally closes that ground and wins that fight. So we'll take a quick break here. When we come back, players are going to change ends, and we'll have the remainder of this men's doubles here at MLP Dreamland in Dripping Springs, Texas.
Hi, Pickleball here. I'm very excited to co-host the Mesa Open APP. Come join us for an awesome tournament and an amazing venue. See you there.
Hey everyone, it's Vivienne David. I'm just here to say how excited I am for the APP Mesa Open that will be happening in January of 2022.
Welcome back, everybody. Tyson McGuffin to serve.
Gentlemen, time's in. 8-3-2.
Up 8-3-2 here in this game to 15. They're trying to take, beautiful inside out from Daescu. But Navratil and McGuffin trying to take a 2-0 lead for the Discovery Warriors against the Pickle Ranchers.
3-8-1.
See the length of Daescu really causing some issues, taking those balls earlier than the vast majority.
Oh, wow, what a good counter there from Navratil.
Yeah, that was incredibly explosive. That two-hander has come along leaps and bounds.
I mean, you would think that McGuffin and Navratil are the 6'3" and 6'4" players with the amount of balls that they take out of the air.
8-4-1.
It's true, they do maximize their length very well.
They continue to roll here.
Yeah, this is a well-oiled machine. I'd love to see these two play more together.
9-4-1.
Just great patience as Tyson again pounding his chest, looking over at his team.
Yeah, they're doing so well when they're the counter punchers. When they're not the ones taking the initial risk, they're reading the attacks of Daescu and Newman beautifully.
Just right on cue, though, Morgan. As you say that, Navratil gets what he wants on the counter, but just goes a little wide.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good problem to have if you're getting so much paddle on these counters. Nice try.
We can see it, the look that McGuffin's giving Navratil right now. I'm shocked Navratil's able to keep a straight face.
It's true. It is scary, to say the least.
You've been on that end of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just like you're saying it, Morgan, Navratil and McGuffin are seeing it too. They're just waiting it out. They're like, go ahead, you guys attack us, and we'll just counter it, and we'll win that point.
Yeah, they know they could win a war of attrition if it comes down to it.
Oh, wow, and then right on cue, exactly the opposite of what we're talking about.
Where we know.
Navratil attacks. They get the point.
Maybe he's bored. Again, Daescu getting in the way of an out ball.
I mean, there's no time to get out of the way.
He's a big boy. 6'4".
11-4-1.
Best part of 220.
That's a frustration shot right there. Daescu trying to make something happen.
Receiver scores 12-4-1.
And the score is 12-4. The timeout from Newman and Daescu and Team Pickle Ranchers. I mean, at this point, though, Morgan, what do they need to do to get back in this?
Well, right now, I think they have to get Andrei mobile again. They've been sitting in this same kind of position for quite some time. However, if you're losing, don't lose the same way. And I think right now, the team of McGuffin and Navratil are doing so well with the serves. They're forcing some short returns. They're driving so well. And they're catching these big guys in motion. That's not an easy thing to start with. So they're getting easy transitions forward. I think these returns have to get better if they're going to start being competitive. They're going to have to force McGuffin and Navratil to have to drop their thirds. And then they're going to need to be very aggressive on fourth balls to hold the momentum.
12-4-1.
What work there from McGuffin and Navratil to get up to the kitchen. Oh, and Daescu goes right around the post. Beautifully done.
Yeah. Fantastic shot. Waited long enough. Gave himself all the angle he needed. Made it look easy.
12-4-2.
Another hands battle won by McGuffin and Navratil. McGuffin again looking over at his bench, just mean mugging.
13-4-2.
Now just 2 points away.
Side out.
That's good concerted attacks, good deep attacks from Newman. So
4-13-1.
it's not over yet, but they've got a lot of work to do.
Daescu, exactly. We can hear him, and what he's saying to himself is stay patient. And he's just trying to do something from a ball in a position that's really not attackable.
And there's a second swing and a miss from Mr. Navratil.
Foul ball. He got a piece of that one, but
fair enough. And that is it is the unfortunate byproduct of having such a long swing. Once you're committed to it, it's tough to change the flight path of that paddle.
Side out.
I mean, I'm just seeing a very loose McGuffin and Navratil right now.
Yeah, they're having fun with it.
I agree with you, though, Morgan. I'd love to see these two play together. The styles are complementary right now. I'm seeing a very much more aggressive Tyson McGuffin, which I like. We will have a match point here on the paddle of Tyson McGuffin.
14-5-1.
14-5-1. There's what you talk about, that where he's trying to create space and he jumps back.
Yeah.
Well, that one caused him to go over the top of that because he jumped too far back.
Yeah.
14-5-2. Side out.
And Navratil took a big cut at that one.
He had Newman on his heels after he hit that overhead, too.
serve.
Again, the counters are just there for Navratil and McGuffin right now.
14-2.
And that ball catching the back of the line, skidding through.
6-14-2.
6-14, still a mountain to climb. And Navratil, he was able to hit Daescu a couple of times. Newman having none of it.
And Newman looking at him as soon as he hit it, too, going, no, you're not going to get me. And Newman trying to pinch that middle.
Oh.
Side out.
They found the ball to come in on, but it was still kind of moving when the contact was made. 14-7-1. We've got another match point.
Off the net right there, just does Newman and Daescu in. And just like that, the Discovery Warriors will take a 2-0 lead in this match, heading into mixed doubles. We'll have that right after we return from these messages. Mixed doubles here, Discovery Warriors versus the Pickle Ranchers at MLP.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep and wake up swinging. Go again, till you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again and again.
I tell you what.
What?
What?
All right, guys, we are back here. Mixed doubles, and we have our lineup set. So the Pickle Ranchers won the toss. They set their lineup. We pretty much knew their lineup. Their lineup, I think, for mixed doubles, going to stay the same. Lindsey and Riley Newman are going to play together. Obviously, they're familiar with each other. Andrei, Daescu, and Leigh Waters, very familiar with each other as well, as they've played a couple years together. So we knew their lineup more or less coming out. But then what that allowed was the Discovery Warriors to pick who they wanted to play against. And what's going to happen here is Vivienne David and Zane Navratil are going to go up against Lindsey and Riley Newman in our first matchup. If the Discovery Warriors can win this match, it's over, yet it's not.
Yeah.
Because we would play a fourth game, because that game does matter in the wins column and it matters in tiebreak. So it does matter, even though the Discovery Warriors, if they win this game, they will have the victory. What do you think of this matchup here with David and Navratil taking on the Newmans?
Look, recently I did see the Newmans play over on the stadium court, and they were in a bit of trouble. They managed to squeak it out, but not without a serious fight from J.W. Jansen and Leigh Waters. Not Leigh Waters, my apologies.
Oh, it was Frazier and...
Yes, Frazier.
Frazier and Susanna Barr.
That's correct. Sorry, my mistake, Dave.
Yeah,
it's been a long day.
you were on that call, and I was watching, and it looked like Frazier and Barr had a game plan to start, but it seemed like that was their only game plan. And when it went awry after the Newmans figured it out, there was just nothing that they could do to answer that. Oh, he tries the Jocelyn Duvillier.
He tried to be cute.
Drop, and it doesn't work. Good scramble effort there from the Newmans.
0-0-1.
Lindsey Newman's ready for that down the line shot.
Certainly, and Riley can handle anything in the middle.
1-0-1.
1-0 lead here for Lindsey and Riley Newman. And a great kind of in-between drive and drop there from Newman. It wasn't a complete drop, wasn't a complete drive, took something off it, and what causes the issue there for Navratil is the ball's dipping as it gets over the net. Newman looking back, saying sun kind of right in his eyes as he went to hit that ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knew the sun was there, and it was a choice to look straight into it. You learn that as a child. It's not a great idea.
Don't stare into the sun.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Oh, Newman read it too.
Yes, he did. The fact that he got a paddle on that, very impressive.
He pulled it right off that Paddle Tech sign on the sideline.
0-2-1.
And that dink just sailing a little wide. Lindsey Newman visibly concerned about that.
Almost like she was in between.
Yeah.
She wanted to let it go to try around the post, but then didn't, and then goes off the top of the tape.
Yeah, she went with a cross step there, and it was not her normal choice. Fantastic defense from Vivienne David, and Riley Newman is called for a foot fault.
Yeah, as he came over, it was a great read on his part. As he came over, though, ends up catching the line. All three referees agree.
3-2-1.
3-2-1 here. Early in this game to 15 mixed doubles.
Point.
And that serve getting the better of Lindsey Newman.
4-2-1.
4-2-1.
Oh, great Ernie there from Zane Navratil, and again, he goes last second. Great read.
Yeah, they've got a good rhythm going already.
Miss hit off of David's paddle.
That's a better dink, but Vivienne David typically doesn't miss that ball.
That's a big side out here for Newman and Newman as they need to get back in this here. And Riley Newman goes down the line with the winner. And him and Tyson McGuffin have a laugh. Lindsey Newman trying to do the same thing that Riley did down the line. Navratil ready for it.
Yeah, not just ready, anticipated it so well that he managed to perform a beautiful backhand Ernie.
Beautiful lob. Great recovery from David and Navratil. Seem to be on their heels in that lob from Newman.
Yeah, but they are really feeling it right now. You can tell that it's a good partnership. Again, another team I'd love to see play more together. And Newman's still just a little out of sorts.
6-3-1.
6-3-1. Navratil just being aggressive right there.
Yeah, he's going all in. And they've got a healthy lead, 7-3. Let's see if they can get this and the switch.
7-3-1.
Way to get on top of it. Lindsey Newman getting in that squatted position with that forehand.
Yeah, she went full scorpion on that one. Really brought the tail up from behind, stung down.
7-3-2.
I can't.
You don't have to. Yeah,
you got so many of them. I love it.
And Vivienne David, for any team to out-Ernie the Newmans is almost unheard of.
That's awesome, and just like that, they have an end change on their paddle as they get to 8 first. As they change ends, we'll take a timeout here. When we come back, we'll be on court. Major League Pickleball here in Dripping Springs, Texas at Dreamland. Don't go anywhere.
Imagine a world where being carbon neutral is as simple as swiping the right credit card. Introducing Carbon Zero, the only credit card that automatically calculates, offsets, and tracks your carbon footprint as you spend. With Carbon Zero, how you make purchases today is exactly how you protect tomorrow. Sign up for the Carbon Zero credit card and swipe your carbon footprint goodbye.
Hi, I'm Justin Watson, founder of BLQK Coffee. There's an awakening taking place, and it starts with black coffee. BLQK Coffee is waking up more than just the mind and the body, but also the consciousness, grounded with the intent to make a difference by creating more opportunities for marginalized communities. BLQK.
B-O-K-E.
How about black?
Black.
Black coffee.
Black coffee.
There you go.
Ball in hand for Zane Navratil as him and Vivienne David have an 8-3 lead here in this game to 15, trying to close out this match and get the point for the Discovery Warriors.
Points mean prizes.
Just a little too much on that one.
I tell you, I've been so impressed with Vivienne David. She has been rock solid.
9-3-2.
She hasn't made an unforced error since the Reagan administration.
I'm not sure she was a glimmer in her parents' eye during the Reagan administration.
Oh, no, different Reagan. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
We have fun here, guys, just in case you haven't noticed.
Second serve.
That's how we stay warm.
3-9-2.
3-9-2. The Newmans trying to claw their way back in here. Great work. And it pays off as Riley Newman, very patient, trying to drop that ball back in. They work their way back up and get the point.
4-9-2.
Oh,
the no-look backhand.
And Riley Newman not happy with it. But Navratil, he'll take it all day long.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You don't need eyes to see, Dom. You need vision.
Side out, yeah.
I need to open another page and just be writing these down.
9-4-1.
And that's just what happens. When it's going your way, everything just seems to be falling.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here for Navratil and David. 10-4-1.
Wow. Riley Newman, I'm surprised he even got down in time to deal with that. He was so high for that overhead. Unbelievable.
11-4-1.
Oh,
read it beautifully, and it was an Ernie, but he was jumping over the corner so deep.
And a great serve there. He is going to abuse that serve as long as he can. He's got another month and a bit, month and a half or so, before the rules will change regarding serving.
You'll have to take him under your wing, Morgan, and show him how you do it, because your serve, there's nothing wrong with.
Yeah, my serve will stay legal. We'll go back to being the one-eyed man in the land of the blind.
Newman read it. He saw Navratil ready to speed that up, but a little bit too much, and it is a match game.
14-4-2
point. Oh, nice from Riley Newman right there. They stay in it here.
Keeps him alive.
4-13-1.
Down by 10.
Riley Newman does not normally miss those. And visibly displeased, testing the durability of the ball. Looks like that Franklin X40 was up to the task.
Oh, what a move by Navratil. And it only happens because of the athleticism of Zane Navratil right there.
Yeah, read it like a children's novel, no doubt about it.
Another chance here to end this and give the Discovery Warriors this point. Oh, Vivienne David.
And that is good night, Irene. We must have misspoke. We believed it was 14. That must have been 13.
Let's see what we got.
14-4-1.
Yes, we were 1 point ahead, Morgan. Apologies.
Or we were psychic. Oh,
Second serve.
He did well to recover in time just to get a paddle on it.
We'll see if the Navratil serve here can end it. Wow, what work there from Lindsey and Riley Newman just to stay in that point, but just a little too much. Vivienne David and Zane Navratil, as they'll take that match 15-4. They will give the Discovery Warriors the point for this round, but we will play this fourth matchup where we will have Leigh Waters and Andrei Daescu taking on Tyson McGuffin and Leigh Jansen.
That really was an epic display of teamwork between Navratil and David. They complemented each other brilliantly, filled in the gaps, as many Ernies as I've ever seen.
Yep.
Incredible play from that team, and that clinches victory. We will have another matchup coming, so do not go away. We'll be back here at Dreamland, Dripping Springs, Texas.
Hi, I'm Justin Watson, founder of BLQK Coffee. There's an awakening taking place, and it starts with black coffee. BLQK Coffee is waking up more than just the mind and the body, but also the consciousness, grounded with the intent to make a difference by creating more opportunities for marginalized communities. BLQK.
B-O-K-B.
How about black?
Black.
Black coffee.
Black coffee.
There you go.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 Pickleball. I really like the durability. It's pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again, till you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again, and again.
Welcome back to Dripping Springs, Texas, here at Dreamland for Major League Pickleball. We have our fourth and final matchup between the Discovery Warriors and the Pickle Ranchers. The Discovery Warriors taking the first three matches and taking this match technically to get that point. Women's doubles, Vivienne, David, Leigh, Jansen taking that one 15-6 over Waters and Newman. Navratil, McGuffin taking down Daescu and Newman 15-7. And David and Navratil taking down the Newmans 15-4. We've got Leigh Waters and Andrei Daescu taking on Tyson, McGuffin, and Leigh Jansen. Leigh off the net again, Morgan.
Yeah, it's these regulation height nets. It's often getting in the way.
1-0-2. Point.
Yeah, I think we're going to see McGuffin and Jansen target Waters as often as needed. And that's a great serve from Jansen. Plenty of spin on the ball.
Yeah, like you said, they noticed that she was making some mistakes in the women's doubles matchup. And see if they can continue to force her to make some more mistakes. That's a good sign there for Waters to get back in this.
Yeah, they'll have to realize a wounded dog still bears teeth, and often very dangerous.
0-3-1.
Nice job by Daescu.
Yeah, the big man, when he gets moving, puts so much pace on the ball.
One, 3-1.
That's a good sign there from Leigh Waters.
Yeah, she just needs a couple of great plays like that to get her confidence back, and then she'll be rolling.
2-3-1. Point. 3-3-1.
3-3-1. Unforced error off the paddle of Daescu.
Second serve. Yes. 3-3-2.
And 3-3 all even here early in this game to 15.
Side out.
All right. Mr. McGuffin serving to Daescu.
3-3-1.
Wow, he is so big.
Second
What a
serve.
move there. He read that from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of faith in his partner to be able to cover the gap if it doesn't work. So it's a worthwhile risk. Oh, he's just sprayed that one wide. Unfortunate.
That was out? Okay, thank you. Yes, you are. 4-3-2.
4-3-2. What a dink from Leigh Jansen right there, Morgan, and she got that at Leigh Waters' feet.
Yeah, she has such a good roll, manages to get that ball down quickly. Has good pace, doesn't allow people to move too quickly.
5-3-2. Side out.
And I've heard through the grapevine that we will be seeing the pairing of McGuffin and Jansen a lot next year.
Very good team.
Yeah, to the tune of upwards of 20, 25 tournaments.
It's a lot of weekends.
It is. I mean, no one's quite sure how many weeks there are in a year, but that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, no one's really sure.
3-5-2.
It's just when he seems to be off balance is when he's almost more on balance. It's just very unorthodox. And again, you played next to him a lot, and it just seems like so many times that he's off balance and you think you have him and you don't. That being Tyson McGuffin.
Yeah, no, for sure. I often liken him to Rafa Nadal. Rafa Nadal certainly is the greatest tennis player to ever play off balance. And he's obviously one of the all-time greats regardless. But compared to someone like Roger Federer, who always looks on balance, very different animal. We see that stark contrast with McGuffin and, say, Ben Johns, two players that really defined men's singles over the last 4 or 5 years.
5-3-2.
5-3. Jansen and McGuffin in the lead. And McGuffin caught Leigh Waters on the stack.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, if you've got a serve coming at you like McGuffin's, or even right now Leigh Jansen's, it might not be worth trying to unwind a stack and run the risk of not being able to make it to the kitchen line. Because if you're late to that party,
6-3-2.
unfortunately your guests are gone.
Nice finish there from Leigh Waters. And I always thought she had McGuffin 3 shots ago. It finally does there.
He's not an easy man to put down. There's no doubt about it. He's a fighter.
3-6-1.
Oh, and Daescu going hard and almost seemed to screen Waters for a second.
Yeah, it was the old decoy play. Didn't work.
Good spot there from Jansen.
6-3-1.
6-3-1 lead here for Jansen and McGuffin.
Point.
That's frustration because McGuffin's getting everything back.
Yeah, and Jansen is driving like a demon right now. It's impressive stuff.
7-3-1. Foot fault. Foot fault on the serve.
And a foot fault on the serve. We haven't seen that for a while.
I haven't seen that since Nam.
7-3-2. Side out.
All right, John. We're going to have our apologies to our viewers there. We will clean it up here in the booth.
Way too much fun out here, boys and girls. That was tough. That almost looked like it might drop.
Yeah. Andrei looking over at the booth, trying to get confirmation.
Right.
That
We're both like, yeah,
4-7-1.
There's a reason we're sitting here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Point.
And that's good use of the nets from Waters.
5-7-1.
5-7-1. Daescu and Waters back in this match. That's my fault.
Yep. Yeah, you owe them one for there. You owe her a beer for that.
5-7-2.
Daescu trying to fire Leigh up here and get her going. She is playing a lot better in this match. Off the tape again, Morgan.
They are really abusing that.
7-7-2.
7-7-2. Wow, what play from Leigh Waters on the speed up.
Yeah, she's starting to find her rhythm, and I'm happy for her. No one wants to go down like that.
Yeah, no, that's a... So they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout here from Dreamland. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this game here at Major League Pickleball. Discovery Warriors versus the Pickle Ranchers.
Greatness doesn't just come from anywhere. It's built over time, match to match. Duper is counting every match. It's measuring the moments and building greatness within the entire pickleball community. Working in conjunction with amateur and pro players will make Duper the go-to pickleball rating system. From rec play to tournaments, it's time to make every match count.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again. Till you can't miss. Until you can't lose. Go again. And again.
Time's in.
Jansen and McGuffin find themselves in a hole for the first time in this match, down 8-7 as Leigh Waters serves. What a dig. Oh, Leigh Waters with the fist pump finding that hole.
Right now they're doing it for pride. The match is indeed over. The Discovery Warriors did win the first 3 games, but they want this for their own peace of mind.
And no one more excited during that point than owner Tim Klitsch, as he is on the sideline standing up 2 fist pumps after Leigh Waters hits that winner.
Yeah, he's definitely double fisting.
7-9-1.
Oh, we have a whole nother match to do too, don't we?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh gosh, yeah.
7-9-2.
7-9-2 here.
Oh,
Short serve, side out.
Unforced error right there, and now all of a sudden it's changed, and Jansen and McGuffin seem to be kind of tight, making some unforced errors here.
9-7-1. Second serve.
Yeah, I think if you're McGuffin and Jansen, you've got to settle things down again. You don't need to be taking unnecessary risks.
9-7-2.
Let Jansen try and dink with Waters as much as she wants. And she's missed that one just a couple of feet.
Can't believe it. Mouth still wide open going, are you kidding me? How'd that ball sail long? But again, it being cooler out, the ball is sailing longer today. Has been all day. Oh. What a shot from Leigh Jansen. Just dropping that ball in the corner.
Yeah, that was a full stretch. Managed to find the corner. Perfect angle. McGuffin capitalized. Beautiful play. Oh, and he finds the court. I'm not sure if that was a backhand or a seizure, but he found the court regardless.
Totally chicken winged.
McGuffin exclaiming, by the book. I don't know who wrote that book. Might have been Dr. Zeus.
Oh, man. And just like that, a timeout here from the Pickle Ranchers as they sense some momentum from the Discovery Warriors. Jansen and McGuffin here tied up at 9. I mean, now it's a true race to 6 since we're win by 1. All right, so we're tied at 9. Who can get 6 before the other team? Where are you sensing kind of that momentum shifting, Morgan?
Yeah, I think it's come back into the favor of McGuffin and Jansen. Waters and Daescu certainly had a great run, and they've made a meal of this. We'll see McGuffin coming back in, and he'll be serving to Daescu.
Time's in. 991.
9-9-1. And McGuffin all over that. Good read, but really piggybacking off the drop from Jansen. Yeah, a roar of approval. And Zane Navratil.
He's growling over there like McGuffin.
He's got a little bark.
Man, and now just the frustration from Daescu and Waters.
12-9-1.
And a 12-9 lead here for McGuffin and Jansen.
That's a big forehand through the middle. She needs that.
They need one more here to get that side out. That is just out.
Yeah. All the control of an unattended garden hose on that one.
9-12-1.
Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Can't do it. That's a nice drive there from Daescu as he handcuffs Jansen a little bit, and they get off a 9.
10-12-1.
Good job by McGuffin getting big in the middle there, Morgan.
And a great catch from the lady in red over there. Just left-handed, just put it out there. Found the mittens. Nice work. Yeah, that's a sorry, not sorry.
Side out.
Just nothing Daescu could do on that. Waters was at the baseline. I was looking for a dive, personally.
12-10-1.
12-10-1. Loved it in between that point. I looked over at Navratil, and he's coaching up McGuffin. He's telling him, kind of mouthing to him what he wants him to do. McGuffin does exactly that, and they have a 13-10 lead.
13-10-1.
Love that coaching aspect of this, Morgan. Oh, yeah, great fun. And Waters just telling McGuffin to stay home. It's not over yet. She goes and slips that behind him. McGuffin just catching it way out in front. It's so difficult to keep the paddle head, closed enough to control the ball. Oh, what hands from Leigh Waters right there. She handles everything McGuffin had to give her right there. End up on the board, 11-13-1. Ooh, that ball was sailing along. Oh,
big let's go from Leigh Waters. They're within one now, Morgan.
And we've got a timeout there from McGuffin and Jansen. So we will take a break here at Dreamland Dripping Springs and return for the conclusion of this match.
It's time for a different way to pay for healthcare. Crowd Health was made with you in mind. We saw insurance companies wasting your time and money with high premiums, crazy deductibles, and wasteful overhead. So we're cutting the cord on the old ways and treating your money like it's actually yours. We reimagined healthcare that's simplified, with amazing pricing and fast communication, all at your fingertips. We solve restrictive networks keeping you from care you need. So with us, you can see any doctor you want. Whether you're paying too much or don't have any coverage at all, in under 5 minutes, get your healthcare freedom back without breaking the bank. You deserve quality healthcare that is simplified and affordable and gives you peace of mind. Join Crowd Health today.
Everybody, there's no more
Momentum on the side of Waters and Daescu right here. 12-13. Waters to serve to McGuffin, see if they can tie this up. Wow, Daescu getting big in the middle there.
Yeah, really stretched his wings. And now
13-13-1.
13-13-1.
Wow, this is a great comeback here from Waters and Daescu, and they're going to have 2 opportunities to end this here. It is 1st to 15. We are win by 1 in this matchup.
And I'm not sure she needed to go for that one exactly.
If that's in the middle, I don't mind it. She's at the high part of the net on the sideline right there, and that's what she clips the top of the net.
14-13-2.
And they have opened the window for McGuffin and Jansen.
All they got to do is jump.
We obviously are not endorsing jumping from windows here at Major League Pickleball.
But you can't sit on the ledge.
Okay.
Can't watch, right? You gotta go for it.
All right.
Let's see. Let's see.
McGuffin and Jansen level the scores at 14-14-1. That was a big point. Right now, Leigh Waters is thinking back to that backhand attack 2 points prior.
14-14-1.
2 opportunities here from McGuffin and Jansen.
And all they need is one to close the show. Fantastic fight back from Daescu and Waters. It looked like for a moment they were going to squeak it out. But in the end.
Yeah, I mean, what a closeout right there, Morgan. Doesn't get any better. That was highs and lows from that matchup right there. And when you thought that Jansen and McGuffin had the advantage, Waters and Daescu answer. They come back, make a run. But in the end, Jansen and McGuffin end at 15-14. And the Discovery Warriors take all 4 as they go 4-0 in that matchup. And going into day 2, the Discovery Warriors sitting pretty at 2-0. The Pickle Ranchers will be 1-1 heading into tomorrow.